The rain poured relentlessly, a gray shroud covering the world outside. Inside his dimly lit house, Arthur sat alone, surrounded by empty rooms that echoed with memories. His wife, Claire, had been gone for 2 years, but the grief felt like it had only just begun. Each ticking clock in the house was a reminder of what was lost, each droplet of rain a whisper of her absence. Their daughter, Lily, hadn't spoken to him since the funeral. The last memory he had was of her red eyes and the fierce words she spat in anger, blaming him for Claire's sickness. He felt like a ghost in his own life, drifting through days that blurred into one another. One evening, as the rain fell steadily, Arthur decided to take a walk, hoping the fresh air would refill the hollow pit in his chest. He trudged through puddles, weighed down by his thoughts, when he heard a faint whimper. He paused, his heart racing, glancing around until he noticed a small, shivering form huddled against a lamppost. It was a dog, drenched and terrified. Arthur felt his heart clench. He approached slowly, unsure if it would run away or bite. But as he kneeled down, the dog looked up with sad, pleading eyes that mirrored his loneliness. Even in the storm, there was something profoundly beautiful about that connection. He reached out a hand, and the dog, shivering but desperate for warmth, nuzzled into his palm. He named her Bella, a name that evoked memories of happier times in his life. Bella became his companion, her eager tail wagging a stark contrast to the silence that had filled his home. Slowly, she helped peel back the layers of his despair. Each walk they took resonated with the rhythmic beating of hope, a reminder that life still pulsed in the world around him. As the weeks turned into months, Arthur found himself talking to Bella, sharing his thoughts and sorrows. Unbeknownst to him, a phone call from Lily was coming, one that would alter the course of his healing. On a cold morning, as he prepared to head out for their daily walk, his phone rang. It was her. "Dad?" Her voice was hesitant, caught somewhere between anger and longing. The walls he had built around his heart immediately braced for impact. "Lily." A silence stretched before her next words broke through. Soft, yet firm. "I miss Mom. I don't know how to deal with it, and it feels like you're the reason I can't remember her clearly anymore." The truth hit him like a wave crashing against the shore. He too had been avoiding her, afraid of the hurt that lingered, afraid of facing the memories of Claire together. They spoke, clumsy and fragmented, like puzzle pieces still trying to fit together in the wake of loss. By the time the conversation ended, they had promised to meet, each clinging to a fragile hope that perhaps the other hadn't fully given up. The following weekend, Arthur stood nervously outside a cafe, Bella by his side. The sun hung low in the sky, casting a warm, golden embrace across the streets, as if urging him forward. Lily approached, her demeanor timid. She looked different, older, perhaps a little broken, but still Lily. They exchanged words, tentative at first, then quickly tumbling into the rawness of their grief. He talked about Claire, about their life together, and how every moment since her passing had felt like a suffocating void. Lily listened, tears spilling down her cheeks. In those moments, as they spoke, the distance faded. They shared laughter and sorrows, guilt and love, until all that remained were two people aware of their shared loss, willing to mend the fractures. As the sun set, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, they walked home together. Arthur held Bella's leash in one hand, while his other found its way into Lily's, a silent promise of healing and forgiveness. The following dawn broke with a brilliance that felt like a fresh start. Arthur and Lily were seated outside, sipping coffee. Bella chased butterflies in the grass, a reminder of innocence and joy. They had a long journey ahead, but now they were together, bound not by loss, but by love. He turned to her, a genuine smile breaking through the remnants of sorrow. "We'll get through this, together." As the first light of hope streamed through the clouds, Arthur knew that while grief would always be a part of him, so too would love, and in its embrace, healing was possible.